Bring back to the topics of our time,
Hmm.
coronavirus, police brutality.
Yes.
As a parent, tactically, how are you having these, I would say, challenging conversations,
Yeah.
but very meaningful conversations of this time,
Yes.
and as a way to help guide your children,
Yeah.
at a pivotal time of their life?
Yeah. I love it. You're asking phenomenal questions, ones that I'm still dancing with as they're happening. Here's the deal. Here's a low light. As a father of black daughters, it is a real thing when you're already talking about women and girls who are developing their psyche. Am I pretty enough? Am I beautiful enough? Am I good enough? Right. So I have that already happening. And then you throw in that they're black or African American and or Canadian American technically. And I'm having to have those conversations, right? I'm having to have those conversations about, for example, my 19-year-old who was when she was in high school, she was attracted to a particular Caucasian guy and he liked her as well. It was pretty evident. And then 2 weeks later, he vanishes or ghosts, as they call it. I didn't understand it. I didn't know what happened. She didn't tell me. Here's how I found out. She then went to the counselor's office because she was so traumatized by it and wanted to know what happened. She didn't feel comfortable enough to come to me or her mom, but she went to her counselor. And the counselor said to her, well, I've seen it before. He's just basically not comfortable in his own skin yet, and so he can't handle it. And she was left to try to figure out what that meant to her.
Hmm.
So it's not an easy time. It is a very
No.
difficult time because a lot of the conversations, although we can intellectualize, and they really do get the intellectual, right? They understand the systematic oppression and racism. They get it. Like they get it. Their mother's highly intelligent, finishing her doctorate in education. Like, so we have these conversations, but the hard conversation, she just released, I think it was 8 different poems on Instagram, all about her experience being a black girl.
Mm.
And even though by the time she became a senior, the school, their mascot is the Ramblers. She won the Rambler of the Year award, which means she was the individual that represented the school the best by far, and the
Mm.
school awarded it to her. So even though she was that girl, that chick, it does nothing when it comes time for her to find out, am I beautiful enough? And are you not being my friend anymore because I'm black? Are you
Hmm.
not dating me any longer because I'm black? And
Mm.
having to process that. So I would love to say I cracked the code. The fact of the matter is I haven't. I haven't. And it's just a constant conversation. I mean, I always, like, remember I told you, I told my son, you're a leader. You're a leader. I told him that, right? So I've always told my daughters, you're beautiful. You're absolutely beautiful. Their whole life. And you're smart and all these other things. It got to the point where they just said, Dad, you're just saying that because you're my dad. She talked about it. She said, I'm a heterosexual girl. So even though we want to, this is me paraphrasing, dismiss it shouldn't matter about my looks. It shouldn't matter about my skin. The fact of the matter is I'm a heterosexual girl and it does matter. I don't have the answer, my friend. I'm working
Yeah.
through it day by day.